So what happens when the legal process itself becomes the main event? We're looking at a statement made by Halima Khan right outside Adiala jail about her brother, the former Prime Minister Imran Khan. And what's interesting is how it starts with this very specific legal problem, but then it morphs into this huge political challenge. Let's break down how a simple fight over getting some papers signed turns into a direct appeal to the entire country. And this right here, this is the emotional core of the whole thing. It's not a polite request. It's a raw, frustrated demand. Release Imran Khan. The spectacle is enough. You know, that one line just cuts through all the legal talk and the political noise. It frames the entire situation as this public drama that, from her perspective, has just gone on way too long. Okay, so what is actually fueling all this frustration? Well, it all boils down to what should be a pretty simple step in any legal case, but here it's become this massive obstacle, just getting the right document signed. The key document we're talking about is called a vakalaknama. Now, the easiest way to think about it is like a power of attorney, but it's specifically for your lawyer. Without Imran Khan's signature on these forms, his legal team's hands are tied. Seriously, they can't file for bail, they can't formally represent him. This one piece of paper is the key that unlocks the entire legal process. And here's where the problem gets really, really specific. For one particular bail application, they need 6 of these documents signed. But according to the statement, they've only managed to get signatures on 3 of them. Just half. That number, 3 out of 6, really paints a picture of the bottleneck they're claiming to be up against. And you can just feel the frustration in the process she lays out. First, lawyers show up at the jail ready to get the signatures, but they're turned away. So what's their next move? They have to go to a completely different judge in a different court, basically to plead for an order that allows them to go back to the jail and get a signature. It's this bureaucratic maze that they say feels like it's been set up to deliberately stop them in their tracks. But this is where the story takes a really sharp turn. The speaker claims this isn't just about slow paperwork or some procedural mess-up. No, she alleges it's something much more serious. This isn't just red tape anymore. This is about deliberate interference. And this is where the accusation gets pointed. She brings up an alleged information leak from inside the jail, and then she puts the question directly to the media. So who leaked this? It's a classic rhetorical move, right? It's designed to point a finger and get everyone thinking in a certain direction without having to say the name out loud. At least, not yet. And boom, she immediately follows up, answering her own question with another question that implies there's really only one possible culprit: a powerful state agency. Now, for anyone who follows politics in Pakistan, that term is often a very clear shorthand for the country's powerful intelligence services. So this is a massive escalation. It's a direct accusation that a state institution is actively getting in the way. So the whole narrative just got reframed completely. What started out looking like a frustrating legal problem, a bureaucratic headache, is now being presented as a targeted political move. This totally changes the game. It's no longer just a battle in a courtroom. It's being framed as a direct confrontation with parts of the state itself. So after laying out all the legal issues and making these huge political allegations, the strategy makes a critical shift. The focus moves away from the judges and the jail officials, and it turns directly towards the people of Pakistan. And she asks this incredibly sharp question, and she repeats it for emphasis. Do you now understand that Imran Khan is in jail? Look, this isn't a question about facts. Obviously, everyone knows he's in jail. This is a challenge. It's about asking, do you understand the implications of his imprisonment, now that I've told you everything else? The strategy behind this question is pretty clear when you break it down. It's an attempt to bypass the formal system and appeal directly to the court of public opinion. The subtext is, if you, the public, truly get what's happening here, your understanding itself becomes a powerful form of political pressure. It's a way of saying that the legal avenues seem to be closing, so now it's up to the people. So what we're really seeing here are 2 different strategies, 2 different battles happening at the same time. On one hand, you've got the official legal fight. It's all about those vakalatnamas, documents, and bail hearings. But on the other hand, you have this public campaign that's all about mobilizing people's feelings by alleging unfairness and high-level political meddling. And all of this brings us to one final, really crucial question. When a political side starts to feel like the formal legal system is failing them and they pivot to making a direct emotional appeal to the public,
What does that really signify? It suggests they're losing faith in the system itself. It's a sign they believe the real verdict isn't going to come from a judge, but from the court of public opinion. And that shift from a legal fight to a purely political one is definitely something worth watching.